Page 367. Everything that people of your kind, or human beings, make, and everything that may be good and beautiful for people of your kind, or human beings, outside of true love, is as a minute speck of dust of a weight compared to the uncomprehensibility or miraculousness of the love of the primal power of the life or creation and of its laws and recommendations. And truly, the source or origin of truthly love, which knows no limits or bounds, in its supremacy or Gewaltigkeit, lies solely in the primal power of the life or creation. Truthly love is the source of all goodness and of all beauty. And all the goodness and beauty on your world and on all earths or worlds/planets, in all lights in the firmament or stars, nebula, comets, etc., and in all firmaments or universe, is a beam of the eternal goodness and beauty of true love, which is given in the laws and recommendations of the primal power of the life or creation, and out of itself. Only in true love can you, as people of your kind or human beings, find truthly fulfillment of the life, fulfillment of your expectations or longings, and your wishes. You can win or achieve true love as people of your kind or human beings if you recognize the truthly creational love and goodness from the laws and recommendations of the primal power or creation, and from the deeds of the primal power of the life or creation, and you make it your own. If you want to make the creational love your own, it is necessary for you to live without blemish in your virtues, to take all the loads of efforts upon yourselves, and to bring all necessary gifts of love into existence or life. And truly, whoever recognizes the truthly love as it is given in the laws and recommendations through the primal power of the life or creation can do nothing else but make this love their own. But truly, only whoever is pure and without falseness in their inner world or consciousness, and strives in uprightness or honesty for the truth of the laws and recommendations of the primal power or creation, can find true love and let it grow in themselves. And people of your kind or human beings, you are not allowed to believe in a god, or several gods, or 10 gods, or demons, and the like, if you want to find the true love of the primal power or creation in its laws and recommendations, because truthfully only the true knowledge about the truth can lead you to success. The true secret of the life is truthly love, which proceeds from the laws and recommendations of the primal power or creation. And truly everything is only brought to blossom through this love. You, people of your kind or human beings, can primarily show true love by mastering the laws and recommendations of the primal power of the life or creation, and following them knowingly or consciously, and in good understanding. Whoever amongst you masters the laws and recommendations of the primal power or creation, and follows them in good uprightness or honesty and in dignity, you are truly connected to the truthly love of the primal power of the life or creation, and inseparably connected to it. And whoever masters and follows the laws and recommendations of the primal power or creation evidences his or her truthly love for all its deeds. Therefore, through his or her word, through his or her thoughts and feelings, through his or her feeling for others, as well as through his or her virtues, through his or her speaking, and his or her moderation or modesty, as well as through his or her righteousness or conscientiousness, through his or her fair or responsible actions, and also through his or her peacefulness, liberality, and consonance or harmony. True love is the first thing and the truthfully certain thing, or absolute thing, of all, and brings together what has already been unified by the inner nature of the primal power of the life or creation. Love is absolute certainty of oneself living together and breathing together, or coexisting, with everything in everything. Thus, in all reality, or all that exists, in the world of the animals and other creatures, or fauna, and in the world of plants, or flora, in people of your kind, or fellow human beings, in every solid material, and all eternal or spiritual kind of life or life forms, irrespective of its kind, and in the existence of the entire firmament or universe, and much more, or laws and recommendations. Or equals, love is absolute certainty of oneself living together and coexisting together with everything in everything, thus in all that exists, in fauna and flora, in fellow human beings, in every material and spiritual life form irrespective of its kind, and in the existence of the entire universe, and much more, or laws and recommendations. True love does not rule, and cannot be ruled either, and truthfully, true life is true love, and therefore the life of the life is true love. The true warmth of the deepness of the life which finds itself is the love in which people of your kind, or human beings, and every life are reconciled with all things of the existence or life and of destiny. If you people of your kind, or human beings, truly love one another, then you will yourselves recognize that there is no other truthly way rising to the near and far people of your kind, or next ones, and fellow human beings, and to the truth and following of the truth. Your near and far people of your kind, or next ones, and fellow human beings, are anyone, both friend and foe, and you shall be connected to them in love, because they are all, like you, from one branch, or species, brought forth from the effects of the laws and recommendations, in all-embracing love of the primal power of the life, or creation. The primal power of the life, or creation, is the effectuating, or the creative, might of people of your kind, or human beings, on your world, on all earths, or worlds/planets, in all firmaments, or universe. And truly it is the effectuating or creative power for people of your kind, or human beings, whatever the color of their skin, or skin color, of any people, and of all species, characteristics, or races, and of all other kinds of life, or life forms. And truly, everything living which moves itself in a wise that is visible for you, and everything living in stillness, or material, that moves in a wise that is not visible to you, comes forth from the effects of the powerful laws and recommendations of the primal power of the life, or creation. So you, as people of your kind, or human beings, have also proceeded from it, and will return to it again, one day. You have proceeded from its idea and from its decision, and it has laid in you the continuous assiduousness, or striving, for the unfolding or evolution of the love and of your inner world, or consciousness, so that you may become knowing, or conscious, and wise. You shall love people of your kind, or fellow human beings, as yourselves, and you shall wish them and do to them what you also wish and do for yourselves. Therefore You shall also do to them everything of goodness that you expect from people of your kind, or next ones / fellow human beings. Therefore you shall esteem and love people of your kind, or next ones / fellow human beings, and always give them a good example, as well as helping them in tribulation and misery, because truly what you do to people of your kind, or next ones / fellow human beings, you also do for yourselves. Every person of your kind, or human being, has good appearances, or natural characteristics. Therefore learn to see their goodness in them, and to value or esteem it. And consider that a good example is of more use than many good words. Therefore you shall give many examples through deeds and works. Thus you shall be at all times a good example for people of your kind, or fellow human beings, in good friendship, and never be bad companions or comrades, and therefore neither deceivers nor false advisers either. The love for people of your kind, or love for the next one, is shown both in corporeal, or physical / material, duties, and in non-corporeal, or consciousness-based, ideas, which derive from the inner world or consciousness. Therefore you shall not love one another with lips or words, but in action and truth. And consider that as manifold the misery of people of your kind, or fellow human beings, is, so manifold and varied shall your help also be, in words, in deeds, in works, and in charitable givings, in alms or gifts, and in meeting and necessity, in meeting any necessity. If you undertake corporeal or physical / material duties, then these are to be done in food for the hungry, in giving drinks to the thirsty, in clothing the naked, in sheltering the wanderers or visitors / guests, in burying the dead, in visiting the sick, in doing good deeds, and in giving alms or gifts, in the dignified treatment of the unfree or chained, and in everything else that are corporeal or physical / material duties. And non-corporeal or consciousness-related deeds, or equals ideas, that spring forth from the inner world or consciousness, are those if you in good and wise words set the doers of terrible things, or lawbreakers, right, if you guide or instruct those to the right who are committing errors, if you teach or instruct the ones having no knowledge of the truth in the real truth, if you advise the doubtful rightly, if you comfort the troubled, if you forgive your adversaries, slanderers or calumniators, and those who do evil to you, persecute you, and strive to end your life, if you think about people of your kind, or human beings, in love, if you do not repay unright with unright, if you do everything rightfully, which you are capable of doing in a good and fair, or responsible, and righteous, or conscientious, and non-corporeal, or consciousness-based wise, in all things. And consider that duties of benevolence are particularly valuable, because love is kept in them, which is cared for according to the laws and recommendations of the primal power, or creation. And truly, whoever does no deeds in goodness and in benevolence is not truly alive, or not connected to and knowing of the truth, in themselves and in their inner nature. If true love is actively cared for, whether corporeally, or physically / materially, or non-corporeally, or in a consciousness-based wise, then it relieves all pain and difficulties or problems. But mere words only cause these to multiply if they are false and are pitiful instead of wise and with deep feelings for the others. True love also includes your enemies and all those who are against you in any other wise, who do evil to you and cause you harm through slander or calumny and lies. Therefore, do good to those who hate you. Find good words for them and forgive them, so that you may speak well about their misdeeds on demand, or if you are asked about them, but without you being stirred up by hatred in you, but remaining impartial or objective/neutral. Forgive your culprits, or those who are culpable to you, their culpabilities, because they load this upon themselves, since they are not knowing of the truth, and therefore do not know what they are doing. Therefore, do not allow the lust for revenge to rise up in you, but rather consider that revenge is unright, and any unright is evil. Therefore, there shall not be either revenge or retaliation in you, but love, cognition or comprehension of the truth, and forgiveness. Therefore, do not listen to the false teachings of the false prophets and the twisters of writings, who lie that a God takes revenge and retaliation if unright is done, because any God and tin God is only fabulated or invented by people of your kind, or human beings, and of ineffectiveness or insignificance, as well as without the power to effectuate or create good or ill that would be supposed to befall you. True love also includes the love for yourselves as people of your kind, or self-love, through which you care for yourselves in a regulated wise, and create what your body and your inner world or consciousness, as well as your psyche, need. And this love for yourselves as people of your kind, or self-love, is not the same as ego-love or egoism, which is a vice, or pathological craving/self-addiction, addicted in mercilessness or ruthlessness to its own desires or urges/drives/penchants. The first care of self-love shall be for the unfolding or evolution of the inner world or consciousness, the world of thoughts and feelings, and of the psyche as well as the virtues. And if you follow this form of the love for yourselves as people of your kind, or self-love, then you are following fairness, as well as responsibility and righteousness, or conscientiousness. The body also requires looking after and care. So, with regard to its well-being, or health, beauty, cleanliness or hygiene, and bodily strength, and also these are directed or maintained through the love for yourselves as people of your kind, or self-love. The good and valuable forthbringings, or creations/products, of the inner world or consciousness, such as education, knowledge, wisdom, ability or capabilities, talents or skills/being well versed, the admonishment or conscience, the memory or remembering, as well as good character, belong to the most valuable things of the love for yourselves as people of your kind, or self-love. The true reward for the high values that proceed from the love for yourselves as people of your kind, or self-love, is true love in exhaustive kind-heartedness and dignity, as well as taking care for your own life. Therefore, self-love truly does not stand in sonority or harmony with the dissonance or disharmony of ego-love or egoism. The true love for yourselves as people of your kind, or self-love, is true wisdom for your own life conduct in peace, freedom, and consonance or harmony with yourselves as people of your kind, or human beings. And if the love for yourselves as people of your kind, or self-love, is lived in purity within the bounds or frame of the laws and recommendations of the primal power of the life or creation, then the true love of all extent, or love for all and in all, will also become the crown of the life